I want to ask you a question. Who are you? Do you really know who you are? I want to help you out because from birth we are pre-programmed to believe who the world wants us to think that we are. From the time that you are born until you realize that you have an identity crisis, you are programmed to believe this, that, based on religion, based on gender, based on the environment that you are growing up in. So it is so important that we come to realize who we are. Who are you? When I ask you the question, if I ask you the question right now, who are you? Would you be able to tell me who you are? For me, it was a lifelong journey. I spent the first 20 years of my life trying to be who other people thought that I was, trying to be who other people told me that I am. And so you have got to have a meeting with self that helps you to identify who you are. And identifying who you are is not an easy task because you have been programmed from birth to believe what others want you to believe. The society that you live in, the environment that you come from, your peers, your family, the church that you go to, who you surround yourself with, all has been programming you to believe who you are. But I want you to know that you are a spiritual being that is housed in a body. But as a spiritual being, there is things on the inside of you that helps you to identify who you actually are. To identify who you actually are is a process that you are going to have to develop, and you're going to have to ask yourself some serious questions. We all have triggers. We all have different things that where we sabotage ourselves to stop us from being who we truly are. So I want you to start out with, first of all, figuring out who you are. We all, at some point in time, have had an identity crisis in our life. And so it's time for you to figure out who you really are. Once you figure out who you really are, then you can determine how to make the best choice and the best decision for you. Remember that you are the CEO of self. You are the chief executive officer of self. So when you identify who you are, then you have to take on the role of making the best possible decision that you can make for yourself. Let's go on that journey together. Let's help identify who you truly are. It's not who the world has told you you are. It's not all of those preconceived notions that has been embedded in your subconscious. It's not what everybody else is saying, but it is who you truly are. What triggers do you have that's stopping you from walking in your purpose, that's walking into your destiny? You have to realize that who you are is comprised of your childhood, it's comprised of your young adulthood, it's comprised of the experiences that you have had in life. So we have to examine who you really are. We have to dissect who you really are to help you realize who you are. And so it's time to find out who you are. What is your likes? What is your dislikes? What makes you tick? What stops you from walking in your purpose? What is your triggers? What is the things that stagnates you and keep you from walking in your purpose? That's what happens when you identify who you truly are. Then you identify the triggers. You identify the things that cause you to have setbacks. So let's be instrumental in identifying who we really are, knowing that it is comprised of our childhood, it's comprised of our life experiences, it's comprised of our environment and all of the things around us. But stop believing the hype. Stop believing that you are who other people say you are. Other people's opinion of you is really none of your business. Their opinion is just that. Their opinion. It does not define you, and it is not your identity. You know what? You know who you are. Let's walk in your oneness. Let's walk in your greatness. Let's identify who you are, and you move on from there. Take care of you.